Some celebs pull up loco. You know we up next, pull up mofos. They gon' be there on repeat, they like, oh no. Where's the mix it up, let's take a photo now. But for now, I'm loco. For now, preserve the beat, I'm more.
Yes, my people, big up yourself, man. Everyone inside, you know me, I'm always here for you, lot. You get me? Thought I'll just get into it. Obviously, a video just come out about Laurie Whitwell. It's not my video. It's from Laurie Whitwell. I'll put the place at the bottom so that you lot know where to find it. Talk of the Devils or something like that it's called. You get me? So you know how I do this thing. I'm going to sit here, play it. We can see what he actually says. Then I'll break everything down. And I've got loads of things to talk about. There's loads going on here right now. But let's get straight into it. I'll play up the video. And then we can get into it straight away. Don't watch nothing.
Sources to kind of ask what the latest is. I think clubs are keeping the cards pretty close to their chest, but certainly Brentford have got a price. United haven't matched that yet. I think United feel that maybe the price has changed, but there's perhaps reasons for that in different conversations that they've had. Mbeumo, to my knowledge, is supposed to be back training this week with Brentford fully. I think there might have been some testing last week where it was present. So I wonder if, as that progresses, are United hoping that there's some kind of agitation there, that there's some kind of clarity with Mbeumo wanting this move? Because Phil Giles, the sporting director, said we could keep him, that's no problem. Let's see when the reality happens whether that is the case or whether there's some issues there. We've seen, I don't think it's at this stage at all, but Victor Gyokeres and Sporting, that's clearly been a split there, and he's kind of forced and he's got the move, and Arsenal have raised their bid, so that
he's going to get booed first game of the season as well, isn't he, the Paul?
Oh, by United, do you reckon?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Would he get booed, really? For what?
Choose Arsenal. He can.
Yeah, he'll probably get booed.
Okay.
2 or 3 touches of the ball.
Okay, little pantomime boost, surely. No real energy behind it.
I don't think there'd be like true animosity towards him. And Gabriel Heinze, we talked about as well. He'll be there.
Yeah, he might get booed.
Difficult to know who to boo the most, isn't it? It is Arsenal.
Just boo everyone. Yeah. But yeah, so let's see as the days go on. I think it's pretty awkward look if United go on tour to the US and Mbeumo isn't in the travelling party, which we're obviously getting quite close to, because they tried for Liam Delap. He went to Chelsea. Now he was the alternative attacker. They haven't been able to agree a fee. Amorim clearly wants reinforcements because you've got Rashford, Garnacho, Anthony, Sancho, all ostracised. They're all attackers. And you've brought in Matheus Cunha. That looks good. But Bryan Mbeumo would just elevate that. And clearly Amorim is a man in a hurry. He wants players that can transform his team. Let's see.
Yeah, Carl, you've been having an argument between yourself and yourself again. It's George and Damon. It's the names that you nearly were given at birth before they picked Carl. Who won and what was their arguments?
Oh, so you got George, the more analytical side of my brain, saying United probably have enough bodies who can fill in that right side of 10 position. If the asking price is getting too high, let's pivot. Let's see if you can get Ollie Watkins or Moise Khan for cheaper, and there's enough bodies to take you through. And then there's Damon, the side of me that wears contact lenses and is a bit nicer. That's going, well, no, if United have finally decided upon a player, why would you turn around right at the last minute instead of going out and getting your absolute number one player? And I'm going back and forth, and it's okay to pay a premium for a player of Mbeumo's talent, surely.
Yeah.
If you're that convinced he's the guy, it doesn't matter if you're paying a premium.
We've been here before, though, haven't we? When we thought it was that guy.
Yep. Yeah. So this is the to and fro I'm constantly going through, in that if someone came up to me today and went, you don't get Bryan Mbeumo, but you do get Ollie Watkins, would you be happy? I'd be pulling a face a bit like, Same question to you, Laurie.
don't. I thought you were going to just...
Hospital pass.
I don't know the answer. Do you?
Yeah, I don't know the answer. I think that it's okay in this instance compared to an Anthony, compared to a Højlund.
Well, the haggling is over like a million or two, maybe. It's not like 10 or 20 million, is it?
Well, I suppose they bid 62.5, haven't they, ultimately?
It's a lot of money.
And then you wonder if Brentford do want this 70 million that, there's sort of bid from Spurs.
Wasn't the early thing that he had to be more expensive than Matheus Cunha because his numbers were better?
Yeah, that's but then how much more expensive?
And this is the thing I'm sort of scratching my head about. Of £1.
You sound like Andy at Poundland. I think that also you look at what Anthony Elanga's gone to Newcastle for. You look at what Noddy Noni Madueke has gone to
Who's that, sorry?
Arsenal for. Noni Madueke.
There we go.
Don't know what I was thinking there.
Noddy, I think.
Back to my childhood, yeah.
How much did Big Ears go for?
So, I mean, they're like over 50 each of them. And
What, Noddy and Big Ears?
listen, leave that one now. I don't know any more characters that I can riff off you for. And so how much is Mbeumo worth, who's just put 20 goals, in the net for Brentford? Yep. So I think you can see both sides. It's just, I think it's just awkward that it's gone on this long. It seems like it might go on a little bit further. And I think still United will ultimately end up doing it. And I think they have to, really. But it's, and maybe they'll at the end of it say, listen, we waited as long as we could to try and get the price down, or I don't know, or we ultimately got, 5 million off. Let's see how it actually works out. But, it's clearly part of a negotiation that Sir Jim Ratcliffe wants the people that are doing it, Jason Wilcox, Matt Hargreaves, Omar Barada, to be attentive to the bottom line. And yeah, let's see how it works out.
Andy, what about sales? We any closer to selling anyone?
Just one point on signings. There's looking back through what Barada said to me. There's quite an interesting quote. He said about Cunha wasn't
he, when he was playing for Aston Villa.
Raised some eyebrows, that, didn't it?
Yeah. So let's say there's obviously some affinity there between them. So he obviously wants to get that sorted, and likewise Alejandro Garnacho. Now, I think they're slightly different with the Bryan Mbeumo case because he's involved with Brentford. They've already been told they can't, come into first team training by United. Really, that's ultimately what's happened, because Amrin doesn't want them around the first team picture. He wants his own players that are all kind of, as he sees it, playing by the rules and doing what he wants. So, and creating a good atmosphere. But so I think it's slightly different because United have already kind of, there's no agitation really for them to do now. But what it does mean is, I think they have to be sort of, taking a role in this themselves, and maybe it means that they ultimately accept slightly less money, or they they really work their agent hard to say, I really need this deal here, and they they aid United in that way. It's not necessarily all United going to the the potential buying club or loaning club and saying, how about it, so that they need to have some agency themselves to then make their situations better, because no football player wants to be training in a gym on their own, kicking the ball on their own. It's not a nice environment, I don't think, and that's clearly what they're currently in at the moment.
Just before we move it on, there was a in and out question over Rasmus Højlund.
Yes.
I did the Højlund hokey cokey between you and Andy. There's been an update on the hokey cokey from your perspective, Laurie. You've taken a very deep breath.
Yes.
You're looking at me pensively.
No, I
Andy's
wonder
smiling.
I know. I think Andy might currently now have the edge on his predictions of what might happen here, because obviously Inter have gone and signed a player who's 21 years old, a striker from Parma.
Bonnet.
That's basically it. Let me just get into it, man. That's basically it. We might as well just leave it there, innit? Bam. He's obviously, Ornstein came out earlier on, as you lot saw, and he basically just gave us the worst news ever, that we're not even close. Let me put it on the stage for you lot, so you lot can see. This is what Ornstein came up with earlier. He said, we're not even close. So all that 6 weeks, no one knows what we've been doing in that 6 weeks, because we're not even close. Like, the valuations are still not there. There's been no significant developments over the past couple of weeks. No one knows what's been happening. And then it said, Man United are being patient in the hope that Brentford ease on their valuation, given Mbeumo has said that he wants to move to Old Trafford. So that was nothing but negative. But in the last 2 hours, Laurie Whitwell's done a podcast, and you lot can check it out on the TOTD, Talk of the Devils. That's what it's called. So obviously, I just thought I'd play it for you lot. You lot can see what's going on yourself. But more or less, for those that didn't catch what he really, really said, or you came in a bit late, he basically just got into it and said, I've checked in again with a couple of sources to ask what the latest is. I think the clubs are keeping their cards close to their chest, but certainly Brentford have got a price. United haven't matched that yet, of course. I think United feel that maybe the price has changed, but there's reasons for that in conversation that they've had. Because they're talking about the Tottenham bid, 70 million. They're talking about so much stuff that just happened recently that's irrelevant to this. How can we start talking to them on the 2nd of June, where it's all good, and then now you're not talking about Alanga's price, Madueke's price, Gittins. You're talking about so much things that's happened in the time of when we've been started talking till now. So that's what's happening. So he's saying, I think it's a pretty awkward look if United go on that tour to the US and then Mbeumo isn't in the travelling party. We're going on Tuesday, mate. Tuesday is when we leave for that tour. United have bid 62.5 million ultimately, and then you wonder if Brentford do want this 70 million number that they keep talking about. So this 70 million bid that Spurs apparently bidded, that they haven't even, if Spurs bidded the 70 million bid, why have you not accepted it? So this is what we're dealing with here. Brentford are playing a bit of games now. Boy, Spurs bid 70 million, so he's worth 70 million. He scored 20 goals. Elanga's gone for 55. João Pedro, they're using so much excuses. Madueke, blah, blah, blah. So that's where we're at. Obviously, Sis Tony's come out and said basically Man United hope and Mbeumo's move is completed before Ruben Amorim's squad fly to the United States next Tuesday. I don't know if that's a bit of PR from what came out earlier, so they're just trying to, you lot, calm down. We're hoping it's going to be done, but bro, Ornstein's the GOAT. Everyone knows that Ornstein's the GOAT. And he came out and said there's been no progress. Man United have just been hoping that because he wants to join us, that they're going to just put their price down. And then BBC Sports said the same thing. Man United are trying to get the Brian and Mbeumo deal over the line and ideally want that done before they head off the United States on Tuesday. Mate, from like I said, from what came out earlier to that, it's a little bit of a different tone, isn't it? Because what Ornstein was saying was we are far away from each other, man. We're not even close. There's been no significant developments over the past couple of weeks, and a deal is still not imminent. So now they're saying Tuesday. You see where it's different now. So Ornstein's saying he don't know when it's going to happen. It's not imminent. And then the new reports that have come out now is they're saying it's Tuesday. By Tuesday, we want to get him wrapped up and on the plane with us. So we've got a week left, basically. We'll see what happens by next Tuesday. But it's been a very negative day, especially with Ornstein coming out and dropping that bomb early. It's been negative, man. Let me get a few of these messages and I'll move on. We've got a lot to talk about. There's so much stuff going on. I think the club has accepted we are mid-table and we'll never reach top 7. Mad. Metch is the best. Hit the likes, guys. Love, man. Appreciate Mr. I hit the likes, my people, man. How we only got this little bit of likes, bro? You know, man, say it for you like every day, man. Anything on Mbeumo. I just literally played the video. Was you in there for the video, Rasmus? Let me know. United plans for Mbeumo to leave. So yeah, I saw Taliso, Sesko, Edison. I've seen these links still. Laurie said it should happen, so I think it will. Yeah, Laurie did say it should happen. All of them have said it should happen, but they're just saying they don't know when it's going to happen. And it looks a bit embarrassing. If it doesn't happen now, and we've been chatting to him for 6 weeks, and only him as well, you know. It's not like we're here putting bids in for other players or no. We've just been saying we're focusing on Mbeumo. Every day Fabrizio says, Man United don't care about this. They're focusing on Mbeumo. I don't know, man. What's wrong with money for Brentford? Well, they're trying to get their world record money out of this. Because the most they've ever got is 40 million that they got from Saudi for Ivan Toney. So they're trying to get this 60 million is a world record for them. 55 is a world record for them. So they're trying to squeeze us out and get as much as possible to just break the bank as they can. That's what's going on with Brentford. Bro, I just sweet. I can't explain my heart. Seeing a talent like Langa leave us for nothing. Gyokeres, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy, bro. Let me get into the next one. I'm going to spin back round anyway. Anyone that's missed anything, don't worry, I got you. So cool, we got Luis Diaz now. Look at this. Liverpool have turned down a bid from Bayern Munich today, yeah? This is crazy. Let me show you why this is all mad. So they've turned down a bid from Bayern Munich. The club has rejected the proposal. It was turned down after Liverpool already closed doors to approaches in June. They already went to Liverpool. Liverpool said he's not for sale. Barca went to Liverpool. Same thing. They said he's not for sale, bro. But they're still going back for him. So cool. Luis Diaz open to a summer exit with both Barca and Bayern keen. And then Plettenberg, who is in Germany, he knows a bit about this because of Bayern. And he said Luis Diaz has made it clear to Liverpool in recent days that he wants to leave the club if a suitable offer arrives. Because they're not paying him this. They're paying him some shit wages, apparently. 70k or something. He has sent positive signals to Bayern, while Barcelona also remain an option for him. Bayern are offering a contract of at least 2029. Clear signals between Diaz's camp and Max Erber. Personal terms are not an issue. First, however, the club need to reach an agreement. Negotiations have started. And then it says, you don't need to pay attention to this one. It says, Deco is crazy about Luis Diaz. Deco is the sporting director of Barcelona. Remember that, yeah? And this is the last thing to come out about Rashford, yeah? Barcelona are yet to decide whether they want to proceed with Rashford or not. So they haven't made up their mind if they want Rashford yet because they want Luis Diaz. But every time they go for Luis Diaz, what happens? The doors close. They say he's not for sale. You see what's going on here? So Barca don't really want Rashford. They want Luis Diaz. But every time they keep going, He's not for sale. So they're confused. They don't know what to do. But they could just wake up today and buy Rashford. They're saying 100 million, by the way. I didn't put the article up, but David Ornstein put it up and he said, Liverpool are saying they want 100 million. He's not for sale, but he's worth 100 million anyway. So he's 100 million. Rashford's 40 million. He's going to want a pay rise because he's only on like 70k. Rashford's taking a pay cut. Liverpool are saying he's not for sale. We're saying Rashford's for sale. You can just come and get Rashford right now. They don't want him, bro. That's me being real. This is all today's news. This is yesterday. And it's the same thing. Fabrizio keeps saying they're not in for him like that. He said it's not about a loan or permanent. No club-to-club talks are yet. It's all about Barca internally decision on a winger that they want. They've woke up. They want Diaz. Deco is crazy about Luis Diaz. But every time they approach Liverpool, they say he's not for sale. But Luis Diaz is telling them, I want to leave. You see where it's crazy? So Luis Diaz is giving them like, bro, I want to leave. So keep making your bids. But every time they get into Liverpool, Liverpool saying he's not for sale. So it's mad, man. They don't really want Rashford, bro. If they wanted Rashford, he will be there, wrapped up, easy. And they just keep coming for loans. We'll take him on a loan. We don't want to pick now. We'll take him on a loan. They're not trying to gamble on him because they don't really fancy him like that. They just want to take him on a loan and then see how it is. Maybe we'll get you for a year. And then after the year, we'll go and get the winger that we really, really, really want. That's the situation with Rashford. So this is what's come out about him recently. It's not looking promising, man. I'll be real, man. And this is the situation that we're in with a lot of these guys. They're all entitled with where they want to go, which is only right on their behalf, of course, but it's slowing everything behind. So Rashford saying, I only want to go to Barca. I'm only waiting on Barca. So the fact that he's only waiting on Barca, they're playing around. They're not even in for him like that. They're not even rating him. So now we're sitting here trying to get some sales in. He's on 325k. Get him off the books. Go and get someone else. It's not going to happen like that. And this is what's killing us. So yeah, man, that's the situation with Rashford, more or less. Let me show you about Rashford. Look, let me show you this. Look. So look at that last article there, yeah? It says Deco is crazy about Luis Diaz, yeah? And look at this. Deco continues to be the main hurdle in the Rashford deal. There are still major disagreements within the sporting committee about the choice of attacking reinforcements. For now, the focus is the player exits to create room. Deco, who is their sporting director, doesn't rate Rashford, but they're keeping him there as a backup, like just in case we'll go for him. That's what's going on. So they wanted Nico Williams. That was their guy. We want Nico Williams. He turned around on a 360, signed a new contract. Then they've said, we want Luis Diaz now. And then Luis Diaz, they keep approaching Liverpool. Every time they approach Liverpool, he's not for sale, he's not for sale, he's not for sale. So that's what's going on. So that's messing it up for them. So this is the situation with Rashford. They don't really want him. He's doing everything he can. He's liking their posts on Instagram. He's following Barcelona page, liking all their goals from last season, following Pedri, following Lewandowski. He's really, really wants them. But they don't really want him. And Bayern Munich is the same. They put an inquiry in for Rashford, but they don't really want him like that. So Barca and Bayern are still waiting for Luis Diaz. Even though Liverpool keeps saying he's not for sale, he wants to leave. He's open to the summer exit with both Bayern and Barca keen. Like I'm saying to you, look. And Fabrizio said it about Rashford. He hasn't said once that they want Rashford. He keeps saying they're not ready yet. They haven't decided who they really want, blah, blah, blah. And that's the situation. And anytime they do come in for him, if you look at the middle one now, Plettenberg, it says Barcelona are still targeting Rashford. However, they only considering a loan. You already told us you got money because you tried to pay 58 million for Nico Williams. So you got money and you're inquiring about Luis Diaz. You think Liverpool's going to let him go on loan? You're going to have to pay the money. So they don't really, really want him. This is a worry, guys. Big, big worry. So hopefully this guy, Rashi, can just pack it up and say, you know what, bro? These guys really don't even want me. Let me just go somewhere else. Let me just go somewhere and start training from now because I'm going to end up waiting all the way to the end. And if they can get Diaz, they're going to get Diaz and just leave him. Literally. So that situation. Let me take a few of these comments and I'll come back to the next one. There's so much going on. Rashford, for my man. Bro, and Mbeumo signed for Brentford, Man United on deadline day. It's crazy, bro. Is it ever going to happen? Bro, and Mbeumo not coming. Let him stay at Brentford. He's better there because any good players come to United, they start being shit. I think that's going to change, man. It has to change, innit? One day, innit? It can't be like that forever. Management is trolling us. We don't have money for other deals. They're dragging Mbeumo to waste the window. We can all say these names, but it don't matter. And all those sales will be loans. Yeah, it's crazy, man. these clubs love taking United. And it's crazy. When it comes to us, they'll just offer us small. I remember what it said about the Freedom 5, you know. I played it. I said it in the earlier stream, but I'll show you that. The Freedom 5, it basically said all the clubs are waiting for them to the end of the window, and then they're going to come in for them. That's what it said. They're waiting for the end of the window because they know they're going to be exiled and they're not going to play. They'll come in for them at the end and they'll be cheap as they can. I don't know where the positive came from about ourselves. No normal club would be like toxic players from a dead club. We're top. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. And we're fucked as well because everyone knows that we got beef and we don't want these players. Repeating over and over, this balls, time is money, data is money. Don't waste your fans' data and time. I know it's the same stuff, innit? Every day, more or less. You might as well say it, but what can we do, innit? It's new, it's every day. We talk about it every day here. So it is what it is, Olawasi, man. So yeah, that's more or less it with Rashford, man. Summarizing it, bro, they want Luis Diaz. Bayern Munich want Luis Diaz. Deco is crazy about Luis Diaz. That's the sporting director of Barca. So Rashford is doing everything in his power to let them know that he wants them. They know he really wants them. He said he's going to take a pay cut. He's following them on Instagram. But Deco, their sporting director, is like, I don't know about this geezer. I want Diaz. I'm crazy about Diaz. But Liverpool keep saying that he's not for sale, but Diaz is telling them, I want to leave. So it's just so toxic that soon they might have to let Diaz leave, and they're waiting to pounce as soon as they let him leave. So that's where we're at with Rashford. That's the situation with him. So yeah, man, cool, man. We'll get into the next one, anyways. Ekitike. This is a little thing. This is what's come out today about Ekitike. That Frankfurt are understood to have rejected a written offer from Newcastle this morning worth 80 million euros, mainly due to the payment terms. Croshy, whatever his name is, wants more. There are clubs who have already signalled that they're willing to pay more. I know Liverpool are meant to be in there for Ekitike as well, but they were more going to wait for Darwin Núñez to go. So I don't know, mate. But look at this. We're linked with Ekitike. Man United among the clubs making a serious push for Ekitike, blah, blah, blah. I don't think that's true. That's caught offside. This is another one. Team talk. Frankfurt reject Newcastle 70 million Hugo Ekitike offer. Reports suggest Man United are ready to hijack. This is just a story. And this is what I say to you all the time. Some people need to eat. They need to wake up in the morning and eat. It's just normal. So journalists wake up and say, how can I eat today? Oh my God. Look, Ekitike has been rejected. I'm going to talk about Man United and put them in there. We are not involved in this. We already said we're not paying 85 million for someone that's a project striker. Ekitike, Newcastle, they've already got a proven striker. He can go there and flop. No one would even realise because Isak's doing what he needs to do. He can go to Liverpool and flop. No one would even realise because you've got so much of a man. But you come to us, you're the main number 9. There's too much pressure on him, mate. So that's a situation. I don't even think this is true. I'll be real with you. These two on the right, obviously it has been rejected today and they're still talking. But I know that Liverpool's in there and Newcastle. We're focusing on Mbeumo. Like I said, we're miles apart. So I don't know what we're doing. I don't think we're going to be in for this geezer. And it was quoted 85 million for us. But for Newcastle, they're putting in 70 million bids. You see how mad it is? But for us, it was 85 million apparently. No positive updates at the end of today. Same cycle match. Holy shit. We'll just keep up with you anyways, big bro. Come on, bro, man. It is what it is, isn't it? What can we do, innit? We can't just give up. Man's got to keep going, bro. For some people, they got to know what's going on with United every day. This is the club we love, innit? So, you understand? But big up yourself, Durex. Who called you to stream it? Just zip it. It's Chas. This is where it is. It is where it is, man. But, yeah, this is the situation with Ekitike anyway. You get me? It's been rejected. They're in for him. And obviously, I know you lot have just seen or heard that Isak might be going to Liverpool. If he doesn't go to Liverpool, they might just go for Ekitike. So Ekitike is not nothing to do with us. But obviously, our name's in it. I'm going to bring it up and show you lot. But I don't believe it. I don't think it's true. You lot can go and click onto the links and read it more and see what you think out of it. But I don't think it's true. I'll get into more news. We've got this is keeper stuff now. This might be positive. I don't know because of the keeper situation. But it basically says Man United and Leeds are interested in signing Royal Antwerp's goalkeeper, Lammens. Sene Lammens, the Belgian goalkeeper. He's meant to be very good. No goalkeeper in the world made more saves or prevented more goals than Lammens did last season. So, boy, he saves a lot of chances then. And it says, a lot of shots, sorry. And it says, Sans Lemon, Leeds, Sunderland and Man United are interested. 23-year-old goalkeeper available for 20 million euros. That's about 17 million or something. Very much on the market, successor signed. So they've already signed someone, the team, to overtake him because they know he's going to go. In terms of goalkeepers, but to focus, John Victor has been scouted. Out of Bayandere leaves while there were talks on Emi Martinez at a thing. Remember, I've been telling you lot for time that we want Bayandere gone for John Victor. Before Nana got injured, I was coming here showing you lot every day that we want Bayandere gone for John Victor. So John, and this is just basically confirmed now from the Athletic that, listen, when John Victor comes in, it'll be for Bayandere. And if Onana was to go, that's when we can go for a big money. I don't know if Lamens, what he will be on, because he's 20 million, that's about 70 million. So I don't know if they'll go for him if they was to sell Bayandere. They'll probably go for John Victor. And if we sold Onana for about 25 million, then we'll probably go for Lamens. But we might miss him this season. We might miss the opportunity. And if he goes to Leeds or Sunderland, by the time they end up selling him, unless they've been relegated, he's going to end up being double that price, mate. If they stay in the Premier League, he's going to end up being about 50 million. So I don't know if it's a good thing to go for Lamens now or wait, etc. Like we say, Onana's not going nowhere. So where are we going to get the 20 million from or the 17 million to pay for him? We have got the here we go monies, but I don't know, mate. So this is the situation with keepers. This is all from today. Lamens, we've been linked with him a few times as well, but he's going to be 17 million. I don't know if we've got that money for a keeper. We've definitely got the money for John Victor. He's only 5.8 million, and Bayandere is going to cost about 3-4 million. So that seems like an easy, quick swap. But I don't know. We'll see what happens, innit? This is obviously the goalkeepers. And this is the situation. Let's see what I've got. Let's get a few of these comments and then we'll come back on it. Big up, just clocked up. Big up yourself, S-Wave. If Lemons is done now for 20 million, get him now. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. I've heard some good things about him. I ain't really seen much, but I've heard good things about him. And we've been linked with him for ages, about 6 months. But he's 20 million euros. I don't think we got that money for a goalkeeper. If Onana went, maybe we can go for him. But Bayandere, if he goes, that's only like 3-4 million. But John Victor's 5.8. So I think I don't know if we'll go for him right now. So that's the situation with him anyway. Let me get into the next one. So then we got some here we go money. You know, we've been getting, the only money we've been making is sell-on clause money. That's the only money we've been making this whole time. So we've got some more sell-on clause money from Strasbourg. They have completed the deal to sign Maxi Oyedele from Legia Warsaw. Here we go. 6 million release clause activated by Blue Coast side. Man United will get 40% off the fee. Medical done today and contract until June. So that's situation with Maxi Oyedele. That's some more here we go money that we just think. And then we've got this report saying that Man United are still burnt from the 72 million package they agreed with Atlanta for Rasmus Højlund, bought for an upfront fee of 64 million 2 years ago. Whilst United were in negotiations with Atlanta, one of the coaching staff members admitted they would not be able to buy it to spend 60 million on another striker the following summer. But we didn't spend 60 million the following summer. We spent about 30 million on Xerxes. So I don't know. This is a report from Samuel Lockhurst. He's just saying blah, blah, blah. And then we talk about Nkuku. Remember, we've been linked with Nkuku a few times there and there. I've always said to you, there's nothing really in for it. But this is Samuel Lockhurst basically saying, listen, Man United have informed Nkuku's agents, yo, big man, we're not in for you. Chelsea's putting these rumours that it's not us. We don't care about you, bro. Like, they just let him know, like, we don't want you. It's Chelsea that's putting out these rumours. We're not in for you. Forget about it. And obviously a rumour came out about this earlier as well. To get it a few weeks back. Look at this. This was a few weeks back. Look at that. That's on the 5th. Man United have been quoted 35 million to sign Nkuku. We don't care about him. They're just putting things out about us. Look at the top right and it says Man United have been offered Nkuku, who is desperate to leave Chelsea. Who is desperate to leave Chelsea, but he's very much considered a backup option. So we haven't cared about Nkuku, mate. They're just forcing him on us, and we just let him know. We inform these agents, listen, mate, I know you might be getting excited, you might stay in the Premier and all that, but we're not even in for you, bro. That's just Chelsea putting it out there. We're not in for you. So forget about it. And then Samuel Lockhurst says, expect the Google search interest for Benjamin Sesko to spike this week now. He's the last high-profile and attainable striker waiting in the wings. Sesko rejected United in 2022 to sign for Leipzig, but his agents have since paid multiple visits to Old Trafford and Carrington. So basically what he's trying to say is, because the striker market's dimming down now, Gyokeres is going Arsenal, Osimhen's going Galatasaray, all of our targets, the Laps rejected us, blah, blah, blah. Now, Sesko is probably going to come out. Everyone's going to be linking him to us. So if you go on Google, you type in Sesko, Man United, it's probably going to come up with loads of articles because that's what happens. People need to eat. Like I keep telling you, these journalists need to make stories. So what they're going to do is make stories up. So don't expect that from Sesko. They're asking for 93 million euros. That's why Arsenal walked away. Arsenal wanted Sesko, but they walked away because it was 93 million euros. So forget about Sesko. It's not going to happen. So that's Maxi Oyedele. That's some more here we go money from Maxi Oyedele. Remember, we got Alanga, we got Carreras, Hoyland's money. It might be fucking us up. That's what they're saying right now. It might be burning us where we can't go out there and buy someone. So I don't know, man. So it's a mad one, man. So we're in a position right now where it's a bit peak for strikers. So he seems to think that we ain't going to be able to buy a striker or 60 million on a striker anyway, because he's saying we're still burnt from the Hoyland money. You remember, Bonnie came out today. Not Bonnie, Laurie Whitwell said that because they signed Bonnie, Inter, they're not even in for him no more. So they're not even in for Hoyland. So this is what we're dealing with now. We've got Hoyland just stuck here. He might not even go nowhere. So yeah, this is the situation. This is where we're at, man. This is a peak time, man. So yeah, that's that. And then we got Nkuku. We basically just told him the truth, bruv. We're not in for you, mate. Yeah, we don't know what you're hearing in the pipeline, but we're not in for you. So like, forget about it. Stop getting your hopes up. It's not going to happen. That's the situation with that. Let me show you what else is there. Obviously, I told you about the Freedom 5. Let me show you what's going on. This is next up. Bam. This is from, obviously, Ornstein earlier. For those that keep asking about Mbeumo, there's a lot of people in the chat saying about Mbeumo. We should walk away from Mbeumo, play Cunha and Bruno in the 10s and get a strike. Just get a striker. What striker would you say, though, Max? This is where we're at. What striker would we go for? This is where we're kind of stuck as well. People are saying Watkins only or Mateta. You know the problem, fam. We are too picky. In what way would you say Slices? I'm not going to lie, I might just watch. You said you might drop out the whole Prem. If we walk away from them Mbeumo, though, we can also spend big on the midfielder. That's what I said. And Mbeumo will have 1 year left next season. Remember that. 1 year left next season. He's got 1 year left now with extension. They can extend it for a year. But next season, you have 1 year left. We have wasted so much time in Mbeumo. We get nothing out of it. We lost time. We won't have a good season, bro. We'll get relegated. I don't think we'll get relegated, Slice, man. Don't worry, man. I don't think we'll get relegated, but it will be a bit peak. And people will be putting it on the manager, but look at what they're doing to him. You think Mbeumo will still go, me? It's so weird. I can't even say it no more. Before, I was so optimistic. All the reports, yesterday, they're looking at a replacement, blah, blah, blah. Now, I don't know. What is the Mbeumo situation? Let me break down the Mbeumo situation for those that missed it, yeah? So this is what came out earlier, yeah? It said the gap between Manchester United. Ornstein dropped the bomb. You know he drops bombs and leaves. He dropped the wrong bomb today. The worst bomb ever. He said the gap between Man United and Brentford on the evaluation of Brian Mbeumo remains considerable. The two sides are several millions apart. There have been no significant developments over the past couple of weeks, and the deal is still not imminent. But talks continue. So we're sitting there thinking, how the fuck has there been nothing in the last couple of weeks? And remember, Fabrizio came out here yesterday and said that they're looking at a replacement. Remember that, guys? He came out yesterday and said they're looking at a replacement for Mbeumo, Amari Hutchinson. So I'm thinking this is heating up. But Ornstein said this to them. He said Mbeumo, they've got a standoff. Man United and Brentford have got a standoff. Blah blah blah. They're basically trying to toot out that 70 million that Tottenham bidded. Tottenham never bidded 70 million. And if they did bid it, why do you not accept it? So they're still talking about that 70 million, Brentford. That's their tactic. Boy, he's worth 70 million because Alanga's gone for this. Yeah, this guy's gone for this. They're using bare names of people. And then basically, look at the last one. It says, Man United are being patient in the hope that Brentford ease on their valuation. So we've been sitting there for 6 weeks or whatever it is, just sitting around saying we hope that they're patient. That they just turn around and just drop the price. Because remember, this is their most that they've ever done a sell. Their biggest sell is Ivan Toney for 40 million. So we're looking at it and saying, they want the money. Come on, man, like they're going to need it. And we're just sitting around. My thing is at least go out there, put in bids for other players, show intent, and then come back. If we put in a 65, if we told them, listen, we'll give you 60 million plus four add-ons, 5 million add-ons, sorry. So 65 all in all as a package. And they said, no, we want 70. And then we said, all right, no problem. We go and bid for Semenyo, 60 plus 5. They reject it, no problem. We go and bid for someone else, Yildiz in Juventus, 60 plus 5. And then they say, ooh, they rejected it, but we're still in talks. And then we turn around and go to Brentford and say, listen, what are you saying? Because we're in talks with Yildiz, as you can see. This 60 plus 5 is there for you right now. Do you want it or not? And then maybe they can go, all right, let's have a think. we'll take it. We've done nothing. Every single report that's come out from Fabrizio, everyone, it says, stop listening to all these reports about Italy, Vlahovic, Calvert-Lewin. Stop listening to all these reports. They are just working on Mbeumo. That's all Fabrizio says. Go look at any player that we're linked with in the last couple months, in the last 3 weeks. He says, stop listening to the reports of Italy and Spain and this. They just want Mbeumo right now. That's all they're focusing on. So we just want Mbeumo, and then there have been no significant developments over the last couple of weeks. So what the fuck are we doing? That's my thing. And it's saying we're just being patient in hope. Brentford ease. So we're not even sitting there doing any tactics, going to put bids in other places, doing mad stuff. We're just sitting there and going, yeah, they're going to go down one day. They're going to turn around. That's why I'm getting scared about this now. Like, rah, they're really moving mad. That's why I'm sitting there. If they were going there putting in bids and we're getting rejected left, right, and centre, I'll be like, cool, I understand what they tried to do. At least you're letting them know that 60 plus 5 that we said we'll give to you, we're willing to go and spend it on someone else. At least then. Do you know what I'm saying? But now it just looks like we've been sitting around. Brentford are sitting there saying, them lot, wait, we've told you our price, come take it or leave it. It's mad. So I don't know, bruv. I was optimistic after this yesterday. This came out yesterday. Brentford are showing initial interest in Amari Hutchinson as possible replacement for Brian Mbeumo in case of exit with Man United. So I woke up yesterday, saw this, and I said, we've been talking to them since the 2nd of June. 2nd of June, we've been talking to them, and they haven't looked for a replacement once. So the fact that they looked for a replacement yesterday, and it's the pre-season's about to come up, we're literally flying out on Tuesday. I'm like, yes, it's going to happen this week. And then bam, we get all the news today about David Ornstein, and he's just saying, bro, nothing's really going on. Joke thing. I mean, obviously, I played the video. There's a video about Laurie Whitwell. He just broke things down, and he just basically said he's checked in again with a couple of sources. I think the clubs are keeping their cards close to their chest, but certainly Brentford have got a price. United haven't matched that yet, blah, blah, blah. And they keep talking about the 70 million that Spurs bidded, which Spurs never bidded because they've denied it. Spurs have said they never bidded 70 million. So Brentford are running with a rumour for no reason. This is what's going on. So we're sitting here dealing with a rumour that's not even happened. It's crazy. Let me get a few messages and I'll move on to the next one. But let me move on and I'll come back to don't worry, I got you lot. So and then we got this from Ornstein. He came out and he said, listen, with Madueke leaving for Arsenal, Chelsea are open. This is probably the best news of the day. Literally, this is the best news. Chelsea are open to adding another wide player, attacker, to the ranks. They have held an interest in Alejandro Garnacho since January, and Man United are looking to sell the 21-year-old. Chelsea are open to signing a winger and are interested in Garnacho and Morgan Rogers. I don't think they're going to pay for Morgan Rogers. He's going to be P's 80 million or something. And then it spoke about this young boy that we sent scouts to watch, defender Helland, captain of Norway's under 21. He plays for Brann. He's going to cost about 7-8 million euros. That's about 5 million, 20 years old. But when are we going to go for him? It doesn't even say we're going to go for him. It just said that we sent scouts to watch him. So we might be looking at him, etc. But bro, it's a mad one, man. It's just, this is the only thing positive is that. And this came out yesterday. So there's a lot of news about Garnacho heating up. And this is from Graham Bailey. He said the same thing. Chelsea retained the interest in Man United's Alejandro Garnacho. And then Laurie Whitwell said the same thing. So Garnacho is looking like, yep, Chelsea are still in there for him. They've sold Madueke. They've got the money for that. But when are they going to come in for him? And that is the problem. Because like I showed you yesterday about the Freedom 5, a lot of people are just moving mad with the Freedom 5, where they're just waiting for the Freedom 5 so that they can just come and get him on a bundle. So that's the situation. Look at this. This is the situation. Look at the last report about the Freedom 5. The clubs interested in the 5. Players are expected to wait before making formal bids, hoping the price decreases as the 1st of September deadline approaches. So anyone that's waiting on the Freedom 5 is just saying, I'm going to wait until the end of August. Obviously, they're not going to play them. They're going to sit on the side. Then they're going to have to give in and drop the price. So Man United, for once, when they give a price, no one wants to match it. No one's coming in for our players. Every other team put a price on the player, we have to go and match it. But Man United set price, 40 million for what's that geezer called? Rashford, 25 for Sancho. No one wants to match these prices. So this is what we're dealing with, mate. So the Freedom 5, people, when you lot turn around and say, why are we not selling players? Just remember that the Freedom 5, no one wants to come in for them until the end of August, and they're all entitled. Garnacho only wants to stay in the Premier League. Sancho doesn't want to drop his wage. Rashford only wants to go Barcelona. Anthony only wants Real Betis. Remember that, guys. So this is what we're dealing with. Remember that. And then I've got more news. I'll get these messages in a minute. I've got you lot. This is from the freedom fighter. Yeah, the freedom fighter, the main freedom fighter. Look at him. Man United are so keen to move on 25-year-old Sancho that they've now agreed to pay the severance. The severance fee is basically the most of his wage. Because this is what happened with Maguire. When Maguire could have went to West Ham, him and McTominay, he didn't go because he thinned. He had a severance and we didn't want to pay it. So he said, nope, until you pay my severance, I'm not going. Sancho was asking for his money to be paid off. So the rest of his contract, paying my money. This helps out Juventus that we want to pay out the severance for the freedom fighter now. So they basically, so now they're saying they'll give us 15 million and they might help us with paying it. But this report is saying that we're going to pay it now. So I don't know what's going to happen, man. But Juventus has an agreement in principle to sign Jadon Sancho for Man United. Talks ongoing between clubs as Juventus offered 15 million euros total package, but United demand more and help with Sancho's severance package. But then we've always got a barrier. Every time we talk about this Sancho guy, the freedom fighter, we've always got a barrier. Then it says Juventus are expected to make a formal offer of today worth 21.7 million for Porto winger Francesco Conceição. Remember, they've got him already on loan. He's gone back to his club Porto, but he doesn't want to be there. So they want him over there. But Manchester United, Sancho remains an alternative. So I don't know what's going on here. I thought they were trying to buy both of them. But now they're saying, Sky Sports, that they want just one or the other. If they just want one or the other, they're never going to sign Sancho then, are we? So I don't know what's going on here, bro. It's so funny. This is the last club that's in for this geezer. No one else is in for him, mate. So if they back off and say we're not signing him, then I don't know where this guy goes. Napoli have turned around and cut. Chelsea's turned around and cut. Fenerbahce turned around and cut. So I don't know where the freedom fighter's going to go. But he's had this money that he wants us to pay. We said we're going to pay it now to get rid of him. So he should have been going. But it looks like they might be going for someone else. I don't know, mate. It's so mad. It's so toxic. I don't know what's going to happen. I wouldn't advise United to move away from Brian new target for very position worth. We shall wait to January. Easy. Yeah, but January, what? Nothing happens in January. That's the next year, January, that he's going to have thing left. It's not this January here. It's the year after that he can sign with us for free. What are the best in class doing? If we don't get 4 here we goes in one day, I don't know. It's crazy, bro. Obviously, they're trying to sell players and all of that. No one ain't going. The Mbeumo thing is what's put me off. Because I've always kind of backed them they can't sell no one because they don't want to go. And I understand that one. But the fact that you sat there for 6 weeks or whatever it's called with Mbeumo and you're not out there throwing in bids everywhere for other players or at least putting out smoke screens. At least putting out your rather go for Yildiz right now and then going back to Brentford and saying, yo, you can see we're in for him. That's what's getting me what is going on with these guys? How are they just sitting there? And they think anything's going to change. There's not really much option for a striker. That's what I'm saying, Max, man. I think it's gonna have to be Watkins, but even Villa, if Villa see what's going on here, they're not gonna budge on that 60 million, bro. So I've been playing Cunha's turn. It might be him and Højlund tactical changes, bro. It's looking spooky, bro. And we're gonna see. Remember, we're playing Leeds on Saturday, by the way. For those that don't know, we're playing Leeds on Saturday, pre-season game. So we're gonna see what he's trying to do, innit, Amrin, because he ain't got that much options. I'm with you, Martin. Let's get Moise Kean. No way, Dara, man. Moise Kean's pony. Striker. We won't go for striker, to be fair. No dimes. Let's pray these interrupting to Rubens. Yeah, exactly. Imagine Wharton and Maynard was a midfield too. Yeah, it could be good still. I like Wharton. I mean, yeah, we come back for Mbeumo. He'll be cheaper next season. That's what I'm saying. But if it's us, they might take the piss again. Who's saying they won't take the piss next year? It's crazy. But we need Mbeumo now. Plus, he has to join United in his free will. Exactly. But the Ornstein claim this morning may not be true either. Nah, man. Ornstein solidified, man. Ornstein came out and said the first thing about Mbeumo, Nicola. He said, listen, Mbeumo only wants to join Man United. So when he breaks it, you know what it is, yeah? I hear it, innit? We don't want it to be true, innit? It's one of them ones, innit? But we got to be real. Ornstein's not like Fabrizio. I'd rather Fabrizio say all this. And I'll be like, yeah, maybe it's not true. And he likes to talk, innit? So he has to say something every day because he's got a YouTube page, he's got Twitter, he's a proper aggregator. He has to talk every day. Ornstein just comes, drops bombs and goes missing. Sometimes he goes 3 days without saying anything. So he doesn't talk unless he really knows something. And that's one thing I've realized doing what I'm doing now as well. So I think it is true, man. But it puts pressure on United now because it's come out. You lot are doing nothing. And it's been a negative 2 weeks or something. Calvert-Lewin links, Callum Wilson. There's been nothing positive about us. We ain't sold no one. The only money we've got is the here we go monies from Elanga, Carreras, and now the Mexi. It's been negative, bro. And last time it was this negative, they come out and put out about the 100 million stadium, 100-seater. This is what they do, PR. That 100 mil for Bruno doesn't sound too bad. Trust me, this market is crazy. Yeah, it's crazy, man. We would have had Mbeumo already and had decent replacement for Bruno. No, I don't think we would have had Mbeumo though, because it's the money. Bro, I don't think you understand, Slices. It's not that we ain't got the money. We've got the money. We made about 20 million from Elanga, Carreras, Maxi Oyedele, and the 5 million that they sent to us from Sancho. Remember, Chelsea sent us 5 million. That's 20 million we made. So we've got the money there, but it's just, it's principles. That's all it is. Truth is, Ahmad and Brian at that flank, Dorgu, Cunha left flank. That's what I'm saying, bro. It'd be a good team, man. It'd be a good team. It's insane to think Garnacho could win the Premier next season and Chelsea take him. It's crazy, isn't it? But I'll rather him just leave. That's my thing is the Freedom 5, I'd rather all of them just go, mate. Because they're not going to play. Everyone's seeing what Amrin's on. What he done to Rashford, he'll just exile them. Only good news I've seen today, United will pay 4.2 to get him out the door. Yeah, the Freedom Fighter, right? Yeah. Rasmus also now linked to Milan. Oh, swear down. Too bad about Mbeumo not coming to United. I ain't seen the Rasmus to Milan one yet, though, still. But I swear down, that's the link, yeah? Hopefully, I hope Garnacho and any of the 5 can find another club ASAP so they can at least play again. They're not doing any good right now. It's not good for them. It's not good for us. The price is only going down. It's madness, bro. Freedom 5, killing us. I'm convinced we'll get Watkins. It's just the price, though. The 60 million is crazy, man. How much is actually paid to these 5 every week? Let me show you that. I'll show you the article that came out earlier. But obviously, remember what happened, innit, is because we're not in Champions League, the price, their wages go down. It gets slashed by like 25% or something like that, along them lines anyway. So we have to take it with a pinch of salt. But let's just say it's something around it. So this is what happens with them. This is a lot of their wages. This ain't got Sancho in it because I think this came out when Sancho was still at Chelsea. Casemiro's on 375k. Let's just say he's on 350. Bruno's on 300, let's say. Rashford's probably on 300. Mason Mount's on probably 225. Let's just take out 25 of all of them. So this is what they're basically on. So, come on, man. Casemiro leaves for free next year. We want Rashford gone. Mason Mount, I think this is his last season. It's do or die for him. If he doesn't turn up this season, he does all that injury stuff and he's a passenger, I reckon we'll get rid of him. Anthony's due to go. So, Cunha's coming in on 150. And Mbeumo meant to come in on 150. It's not the worst. Arsenal have got Martinelli on 180. Jesus, their third striker, on 250. And Havertz on 280. What the fuck is Gyokeres going to be on? This is what we're dealing with, mate. What's Gyokeres going to be on if this is what's going on? So Arsenal's one is mental compared to us. Other teams, Salah and Van Dijk are on 400k each. Haaland is on 500k. Do you know what I mean? So City's one's mad. But remember, City, when you're winning trophies and that your team only goes up, innit, they have to give you a new contract to reward you. I think Rodri's going to be on like a 400k. You get it. It's different. But R1 ain't that bad, especially from next year when Casemiro goes, Harry Maguire goes, Anthony's probably gone by then, Rashford, Sancho, and then you've really got only Bruno, who is our captain. That's not too bad. You know what I'm saying? It's not that bad, man. It's not the worst. It's not the worst. It could be worse. If the Glazers were still here, only them doing it, bro, we would have gave De Ligt 275k. We would have gave Martinez probably wouldn't even be on 120. We probably put on more, all of these players, bro. You know what I'm saying? What does it say there? So Ugarte is not even on this list. All right, it says unknown for Ugarte, but yeah, he's not going to be on anything over 150. No way. Majorari, same thing. So this is what I'm saying. It's really only Casemiro. He's leaving next season, so that's gone. Hopefully we get rid of Rashford this season. That's gone. Anthony, that's gone. Do you know what I'm saying? So it is where it is, man. And obviously that's their pictures of them looking all slim, whatever. I don't know. We're going to see in it. We'll see on Saturday how they play against Leeds to see if that's done anything, innit? All of that slim stuff. So we'll see, mate. Don't even know what will happen. None of us know, man. BET, man. None of us know. It's peak right now, bro. It's peak. We need to sell Garnacho before we go after someone else with from Mbeumo that money will be used on the midfielder since Bruno is going to be a backup as a 10. I think Garnacho, I think they all need to go because they're not going to play. That's what I'm saying. I don't even want half of them gone. I think some of them can run. They can still whatever, but they're not going to play. We've seen what Ruben's on. You saw what happened with Rashford. He's coming Anfield on the bench. He's not even getting to play. There's no point. So United is playing hardball then. Yeah, United are playing hardball, but they should be. But that's the thing. The Freedom 5, we're doing what every club is doing. Yo, Garnacho, we want 50 million. Rashford, we want 40 million. But everyone's saying, nah, we want to get them for cheaper. Sancho, 25 million. Man, I'm saying they want to get him for cheaper. 25 million, you know. This is what we're dealing with, bro. Tomorrow's news, away kit launch to spend money and watch the team finish 15th. Yeah, that's going to be the news tomorrow, the away kit. They're going to put out their away kit. It's a positive time. They're going to show all the players in their away kit. They're going to be their PR. This is what we're dealing with, bro. We need some signings, brother. Big up yourself, Mohammed, man. I think the Glades want us to go relegation before putting in some money. Bruv, they need to go ASAP, bro. The money's there, but they're just moving mad. With Panachi, big up yourself, man. We pay over 1 million a week for these 5 players. Yeah, I saw something like that. It was like 800k, I think it was, for 5 players. 800k, I think it is. I think it's just gone down because of the Champions League. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy. Who's that? Oh, okay. I thought that was thing. I thought that was Fabrizio typing something. Nothing. Gyokeres, yeah. Gyokeres probably be on 300. If he's gonna say, I'm the main number 9, I'm coming here, I'm gonna be on 300. If Kai Havertz on 280 and your third choice, Jesus, injury prone's on 250, what the fuck is Gyokeres gonna be on? Martinelli's on 180. Martinelli is getting more money than Luke Shaw, who's been at the club forever, Martinez, and all these guys. Martinelli's making more money than them. I fucking hate our owners, man. It's crazy, bro, man. It's crazy. AC Milan are now working on a deal to sign Rasmus Højlund. That's not really the best journalist, though, man. Love for that, though, Man United. Appreciate you. Always dropping the bombs in it. But that's not the best source. So I wish it was someone else. I wish it was a better source. That source is just like, they're hit and miss. The total wage bill about right. This must be paid no matter what. Yeah, but obviously because we're not in Champions League, it gets cut down a little bit. So Casemiro could be on like 350 or 330 or something like that. Rashford might be on like 290, who knows? But this is the wage bill. And obviously it ain't been topped up. Sancho's not in there. So it was before Sancho's come back. It's not, you get it. It's not got Cunha in there. Cunha's not in there, but Cunha's on 150. You know what I mean? If we don't get any more players in, I'd rather play the kids at least there, bring players into the club. But this is what everyone was saying though. Play the kids. We played the kids to Brentford. Remember, the day before Athletic Club, everyone's like, play the kids. We played our normal team and a little bit of kids. Everyone was angry. Why are we not playing more kids? And then we still lost to Brentford. So if we played the kids, what would have happened? We'd have got battered. You know what I'm saying? Liverpool keep dropping bombs while we are sleeping. Tell me about it, mate. Liverpool, you would not think. Remember, I put the chart in here earlier. I'll put it back in here. You would not think Liverpool won the league last season. You wouldn't think it. You would think that Liverpool just finished 15th and we just won the league. The way the transfers are going on. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Bombs on bombs are and they've spent 117, whatever it is, on Verts, and they're trying to spend 120 on Isak. I haven't heard FSG out for about 6 months, mate. They used to scream FSG out as much as the Glazers. FSG out, Glazers out. They don't talk about it no more. Our previous signings of strikers have been poor. Yeah, it hasn't been strikers proper, innit? We have been playing hardball for the past 12 years. It's crazy, man. If we get relegated, Glazers are gone, bro. 65 million. 65 million for what? Oh, Cunha and Mbeumo, innit? You said that, innit? You said Mbeumo, innit? Yeah, I think that would do it, but I don't know what they're asking for. It's being said that it's 70 million. It's that 70 million that they're tooting about, which is from, what's that geezer called? Spurs. What Spurs said, apparently Spurs bid is 70. That's what they're using now as a stick. It's crazy, man. It's crazy, bro. What could we even get for Højlund? 30 million, maybe. I don't even know, bro. So is the Mbeumo deal over now? United moving on or not? This is what we don't know because now this is what's come out. So Ornstein came out earlier saying that they're still in talks. Look at Ornstein, yeah? Look at the bottom line of the first paragraph. The first one, the paragraph says there have been no significant developments over the past couple of weeks and the deal is still not imminent. But talks continue. What are they talking about for this much weeks if nothing ain't developing? What are they on a BB? Are they on a BlackBerry? They're sending one message a day or something like, hi. They reply the next day, hi. You okay? They're like, what is going on here? I don't understand, bro. There's been no significant developments over the couple of weeks, but they're still working to complete a move. So how are they working? And if you look at the last article, it says Man United are being patient in the hope that Brentford ease on their valuation. So we're just letting time go so that they can just ease. You know what? Time heals, people. Let's just leave them for 3 weeks and they're just going to drop the price, mate. Bro, the geezer's gone back to training. He's looking happy apparently now. He don't care. He's back from holiday. He's professional, isn't he? Everyone wants him to do what Gyokeres is doing. He's not going to do what Gyokeres is doing, going on strike and all of that. I don't know, mate. I don't know. Let me run through a few of them anyway. I'll show you what's going on. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. It's the worst. It's the worst transfer. At the moment, it is. Because we wrapped up Cunha so easy. We should have at least waited. If we got Cunha in right now, at least, then it's like, oh my God, we've got Cunha. Everyone's gassed. And then we can do whatever we're doing. But, bro, we wrapped up Cunha so quick. It's been mad. I've seen a little link like that. I don't know how true it is, though. I see the little link like that still. Met son. What's going on, Magnifico? What are you telling me, bro? That list of wages has been reduced by 25% of wages. Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I said. I said that. It's been reduced by 25%. That's why I was just like putting it a little bit down anyway. If Liverpool get Hugo, it's a problem. What ambition have they shown the market? Man United need to sort it out quick. I'm telling you, lot, man. I'm telling you, lot. And I keep using this as an example. Let me show you, lot. Where is it? Boom, 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 boom. We're moving mad, bruv. You would think we're moving, but then again, listen, this is where I turn around and I get realistic in it and I say, listen, we are broke, we ain't got money, I get it. So selling the players is a bit peak because they're all entitled. The Freedom Five are all entitled, but then again, mate, you can't sit around for 6 weeks, bro, just like talking about nothing. It doesn't make no sense, brother. You would think Liverpool just finished 15th and we just won the league. We won the league. We're happy with our squad. Let's just get one player in, one addition, because we're happy. Liverpool are moving like they finished 15th. This is crazy, bro. And this is no under 18s, by the way. This whole list is no under 18s. Because before people come and say Diego Leon, he's a little youth. We don't know if he's going to play. We don't know if Amrin's going to take him serious. He might let him stay with the academy. He can't even talk English yet. So they might leave him for a little bit, stay in the academy. So this is no under 18. These are all senior players that are going in now. So don't talk about Diego Leon, please. But this is what's going on. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, bro. Blackberry Curve, what are you up to? It's crazy. That's how they're texting right now, Black. It's madness. When will Mbeumo be transferred? It's been a long time. Mate, we're not a big club no more. Listen, sorry, bro. I can't pronounce your name, bro. I wish I could. Aiden. I'll call you Aiden, yeah. Sorry, bro. But, mate, I don't have a clue, bro. I wish I knew. I wish I could tell you. I thought it was this week. I was gassed. They came out yesterday for Breezo and said, what's it called? Brentford are looking at a replacement. When I saw that, I'm like, yeah, it's going to happen. Do you know what I'm saying? Brentford are looking at a replacement. It's just about to happen, blah, blah, blah. And then today, we've just got the Ornstein bomb, the wrong bomb that we didn't want. And now I'm just fully like, I don't know what to expect. And what he's saying, that we haven't even got closer. It's not even like, do you know what I'm saying? This is what he said yesterday for Breezo. Brentford are showing in. Remember, we've been talking for about 7 weeks and they haven't looked for a replacement once. We put in 2 bids. People were talking about medicals going to be booked. It's close. They haven't looked at replacement once. This came out yesterday that they're looking for a replacement. Omari Hutchinson is the possible replacement for Brian Mbeumo. So I thought, we're getting close. This is going to happen. Fabrizio Romano. And then Ornstein just came out today and just dropped the bomb and said, bro, we're not even close, mate. So what the fuck are they looking at? What are they looking at a thing for then? What are they looking at a replacement for then if we're not even close? It doesn't even make no sense. It doesn't make no sense, mate. What are they looking at a replacement for? I don't even know, mate. So, yeah, man, the news is just getting worse and worse every day, bro. It's what it seems like. It's getting worse and worse. So that's Mbeumo, more or less. Let me get into a few more. Let me show you what, for those that's missed it, what's happened a bit more. And then I'll show you, I'll come back to these comments. But this is more like bad news because we got Luis Diaz, who remember, they went up to Barcelona twice. Barcelona went to Luis Diaz twice, got rejected both times. Both times. Look, I've got the article here, look. Look at Fabrizio, what he says on this, yeah? Barcelona's plans have not changed. The intention is to try and make new approach for Luis Diaz. Diaz is keen on the move. He's the main target for Barcelona's winger. While Barcelona are aware of difficult negotiations ahead of club to club after 2 approaches rejected. So they walked up to Liverpool twice. They said he's not for sale. Yeah? And then today, but Bayern has put in a bid for 67.5 million euros. Rejected straight away. Ornstein's come out and said we want 100 million minimum, but he's not even for sale. So Bayern and Barca are both saying we want Diaz. So look at this. What Fabrizio said, he said the club has rejected the proposal. It was turned down after Liverpool already closed the doors to approaches in June. Luis Diaz open to summer exit with both Bayern and Barca keen. So what's this? Both Barca and Bayern are keen. Like I just showed you, lot. They've already come from twice Barca. So I'm thinking Barca's not involved no more, right? He said both Barca and Bayern keen. And then on the Barca Times, which is a Barcelona fan page, they've quoted Fabrizio and he's gone, Deco is crazy about Luis Diaz. Deco is their Jason Wilcox. Their sporting director, how we've got Jason Wilcox, they've got Deco. He is crazy about Luis Diaz. So they don't want Rashford. They don't want Rashford, bro. They want Luis Diaz, but because Liverpool keep saying he's not for sale, it's crazy for them. But then again, Luis Diaz is saying he wants to leave. He keeps saying that he wants to leave. Look at this. Look at what Plettenberg said, the middle article. As exclusively revealed, Luis Diaz has made it clear to Liverpool in recent days that he wants to leave the club. So because he wants to leave, Barca are keeping the faith. Like, oh, we can still go for Luis Diaz. We can still go there. That's why they're just parring Rashford. They're not really like, we can still get our top dog. The guy that we want, we can get him still. Let's hold on. So they're not really in for Rashford. This came out yesterday about Rashford. Fabrizio said Barca are yet to decide whether they want to proceed with Rashford deal or not. They're still not convinced on him. They're not even deciding. And if they do decide, they're only talking about loans. Look at the middle article. It's just about loans. They're not even sitting there and going, you know what, we're going to go for him. We're going to take a chance. They're saying, no, we want Luis Diaz. If it doesn't work out, we're going to go for loans. That's it. Literally. So they're not even serious with him, bro. So this is just bad news, bro, because he's saying, I'm only waiting on Barca. He's not even sitting there and giving anyone a chance. He's saying, I only want Barca. So we're just sitting around and we don't know what's going to happen with the skeezer, man. It's just a joke thing. And look at what the skeezer said. Look, someone on Twitter just wrote this and I thought, let me bring it to you and show you what he said. Look at this. He goes, both Barca and Bayern are desperate for a winger. They keep getting rejected right, left, and yet they're not approaching Rashford because they keep getting rejected they keep going in for Diaz. Bear in mind, according to this fan base, Rashford is a superstar that big clubs will fight for. He's now begging for Barca to take him on loan because that's his only hope of playing for a big club. He's like the 5th choice of Barca and they're not even interested in a permanent transfer. If you only knew the amount of death threats I've received, blah, 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 that's his own problem, the bottom bit. But what I'm saying is, he's right. With the first 4 paragraphs, he's kind of right. Like, Bayern and Barca are both dying for Luis Diaz. Look at the bottom of what Fabrizio says. Luis Diaz is open to summer exits with both Barca and Bayern keen. Bayern Munich already approached Liverpool and they got rejected. They got rejected already. Barca have approached Liverpool twice and got rejected. They're still trying. Do you know how crazy that is? That's like someone coming in for Ahmad. We reject them. They come in again. We reject them again. And they keep coming still. We're going to play. What is wrong with this club? It doesn't make no sense. So that is what's happening right now. Luis Diaz is on is on Bayern and Barca's list. Deco is crazy about Luis Diaz. Deco is the sporting director. So they're not really rating Rashford. He is he's a backup mate. Yeah. And like it says here, they're not even decided yet if they want Rashford or not. And look at the middle article, it says they only want Rashford on loan. They don't even want to take a chance on him, bro. So that's a situation with Marcus Rashford. It's sad to see, bro. But this is what's going to be. This might end up being a thing where they wait all the way to the end of the market and then they come in for him for a loan. They're not even going to come and pay what they need to pay. That's a situation. Goalkeepers, we're linked with Lamens. We've been linked with him for ages. We've been linked to Lamens for. But he's going to cost 20 million euros, which looks like a deal. Because we're so broke, unless Onana goes, we can't really buy Lamans. John Victor's another guy we're in for. That's if buying their goals, of course. John Victor's going to cost around 5.8 million. Buying there, we bought him for about 3-4 million. We'll probably sell him for 2 million or something, add on a little money and get that. So that's a situation with goalkeepers. It's good to see that we're even looking at goalkeepers, because every time it comes out, it's always like we're happy with who we got. So we'll see, man. We'll see. Let me get a few of these and I'll get back into the next one. We are clowning. This is why we are not so... Bro, we're taking the piss, man. It's bullshit. Only way yeah, that's what it seems like right now. That's how it seems like. If I knew Sir Jim would... Bro, I wanted the Arabs all the time. I wanted Qataris to come in, me. Because they're just on some money thing. They're not on all this. That's one player. Yeah, that's the list. Let me show you what he's talking about. The list. It's crazy, bro. Don't forget Wissa. Dara, come on. We've got to be checking our mirrors for Wissa. But let me tell you something. When I look at the Ornstein thing, yeah, when I look at what Ornstein said, yeah, and he says, look, we haven't done anything, blah, 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 yeah, I'm starting to think maybe they want Wissa to fuck up the deal. Because they're just sitting around and saying, we're not going to pay whatever. They might want Wissa to come, get bought, and then they can't sell Mbeumo. And remember, next year, Mbeumo's got 1 year left. Literally, you can only extend these things for 1 year. Then it's like, we'll just sweep it and grab him for 35 million. Maybe they're looking at it like that. We'll just wait for them. Wait, let's hope Wissa goes. And if Wissa goes, then we'll use that as an excuse why we didn't get him. It might be that, bro. It might be that bad now, because we're not making no contact. We're not making no more significant developments. So maybe we're just waiting. Let that fuck it up for us, and then we got an excuse. Look, they don't want to sell him no more. It's not our fault. We tried. And then next year they come in and pay a little 30 million for him. Maybe that's what they want to do. Aston Villa are among the clubs monitoring developments of Alejandro Garnacho. The player is also aware of ongoing interest from Chelsea. They got FFP problems also. I wouldn't put all our things on them. But yeah, love for that though, Man United. Appreciate you, man. They got FFP problems, bro. Jolting. Frank on the list. Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? Yeah. Even Frank's on the list. Thomas Frank's a new signing for them. Mad. It's crazy. But you can tell even them, they finished 8th, 17th, bro. And they're saying, fuck that. We're not finishing there again. Imagine we don't sign a striker, bro. I can't even tell you, bro. These are reports that Mbeumo agreement has been made and the clubs have reached an agreement. No, they're not true. Don't worry about them reports. That's why I don't even talk about them. Don't worry about them, man. They're definitely not true. They're not true, bro. See me, I just bring you everything here. But I tell you if I think they're true or not. They're not true. That's why when you look at this article, look at it. When you look at the article, I don't put on here, Mbeumo site agrees deal. I've put Mbeumo replacement. That's what it says on the bottom, because that's what I'm going off, the Mbeumo replacement. I put the 2 there because that's more news about him, but I don't believe it. So that's why I said Mbeumo replacement only. That's the main thing about this. Really, Man United agreed deal to sign Mbeumo. That's how you know I'm not a clickbait or crazy guy, because I could have just came, Man United have agreed the deal. I'm not on that. I have to believe it's true to say it. I know that replacement, Fabrizio saying that, that's mostly true. But with agreed a deal, that's probably a lie. They're not solidified. I don't rate them. So I'm not going to come and put out here, agreement's done when it's not done. It's bullshit. So yeah, 100% I hear you, but they're not true. I don't believe them anyway. You can go and check it out. It's there on Twitter. Click the link and read it and see if you believe it. I don't think it's true. And obviously, the Ornsteins come out today anyway and say we're not even close. So they're obviously chatting shit. You know what I mean? So yeah, why can't we just move on to other deals as well? Generally take the piss. That's what we've done, innit? Remember, the lap rejected us and then we moved on to Mbeumo. So we moved on. But now we're stuck on Mbeumo. Why can't we move on and come back on that? It's a weird one, man. But it's positive, though, that they are looking for a replacement for Mbeumo. That's what I said. That's what I said yesterday. But then all things come out today and said there's been nothing in the last couple of weeks. So what is really going on then? But Fabrizio hasn't come out and said nothing, though. So this is where it's like, who do you believe type of thing? Get it? Maybe it's a marketing strategy by Ornstein to put out the new kit with the Mbeumo deal. Fucking hell, maybe. You're funny, man. Rashford to Liverpool. Never happened, man. He's a Manchester boy, man. That ain't gonna happen. And Liverpool won't even want him anyway. Liverpool won't even want him, bro. And we don't sell to Liverpool and City. That won't happen. No, I don't think Ornstein would make himself look like a fool. That's what I'm saying. We don't want to believe it, innit? Because it's just negative. But, bro, Ornstein don't really get things wrong, innit? He doesn't talk every day. I would rather believe Ornstein than Fabrizio. Because Fabrizio has to make something look like every day he's doing work. He loves this job like this. Ornstein doesn't do that. He comes every 3-4 days. go. Drops a bomb and busts out. It's a real shame for Amrin that the players he wants are not being acquired. Bruv, it's not even the players he wants. He's not getting no one at all. The players he don't want are not even getting sold. He's not getting no one at all. That's what's fucked about it. It's crazy, man. Regardless if Amrin isn't successful, we still need another goalkeeper and a striker, 100%, man. And I'm not even judging Amrin right now. You get it? If the performances are terrible, where it's like then I understand we have to judge him. But they're setting him up to fail. Like, where can he can't really do nothing good. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Good evening, everyone. Big up yourself, Lucky, man. If good transfers are not made and the team's shortcomings are not addressed, we will not be able to make top 10, let alone top 5 next year. Man United need to make urgent transfers. I'm with you, Aiden. We go on like, this guy's funny. Lucky kills me. Liverpool hates Barca. Yeah, they hate them. They've already come twice to knock on the door. They've told him he's not for sale and they're still trying. It's madness. Still trying, bro. United fan base understands better what the team and the squad needs, but can also see Amrin's job and the support he needs urgently. Everyone can see it, and everyone's saying that they're making him fail. I won't fault Amrin if he walks away. I hate the old man Ratcliffe who fired a lot of people, and now it's fine. Yeah, bruv, it's crazy, man. Everyone keeps saying that. They think Amrin's just going to walk away, bruv. It's peak, bruv. We have 2 transfers get advanced tonight. Bad season, bad window. What about next week's season? We've got to wait for the window to shut and then we can give predictions. For right now, I don't know, man. 17% as historically bad season rat of sport. I recommend you do the same. If they lose with money, maybe something will change. Glazers don't give a fuck, man. I don't think they give a fuck. They lose money. It's not coming out their pocket. They don't care, bro. They've never put a penny into the club. Maybe they're looking at it and then we get relegated next season. Man United needs fast and strong wings like Mbeumo who have strong feet exactly and a good keeper. Since Onana is injured, a top keeper, but I don't think we're going to replace Onana because he's injured. So I don't think we're going to go for a keeper, a top one. We're going to go for probably a number 2. Do you get it? And then hopefully that number 2 can take over Onana. Surely get relegated and they may sell up. I can't stand. If we got relegated, I would never show my face again, mate. Literally, I'm gone. I'm out of it. I'm not watching League One and supporting the club, and I'm not doing that, bro. Championship, it's not happening. Bro, I told you, Ekitike to Newcastle is that, according to my sources, and now Mbeumo won't be joining us. This guy's funny. Your sources are lit. Alright, we're linked with Ekitike as well, bro. Let me show you what's going on with Ekitike. This is some bullshit, man. This is what I tell you, I'm too real for this shit. Other people will be on it. Oh, we're linked with Ekitike. We're going to sign him. I'm not on all that. I'll tell you the truth. Ekitike, obviously, they've rejected a bid from Newcastle. And then they're saying that we're in for him now. We're trying to hijack it. Do you really believe this shit? And we're sitting there stuck on Mbeumo for fucking 6 weeks. Come on, bro, man. Joke thing, blood. They just put a report out with our name anytime. We're among clubs looking at a serious bid for Ekitike. 85 million we got quoted. And then Newcastle's there putting in 70 million bids. See what happens when Man United comes? 85 million. It makes you wonder what exactly Berard and Wilcox are doing. I don't know, bro, man. It's making me judge them. I was praying them and saying, Bubba, I'll give them the benefit of doubt. The first time they're really working together, but this 6 weeks thing, just standing there doing nothing is crazy. They do this every year, get a new manager, buy a plan C or B, finish bad. Everybody forgets this hate on the manager and he gets sacked. It's true. This is why I'm not even preying Amrin. It's crazy. Liverpool floated the idea of moving for Marcus Rashford, that initial conversation. Allow it, man. That was never going to happen. He's just chatting shit, Simon Jones, then, man. Why would they go for a Manchester? The rivalry's still there, bro. They got a mad rivalry. Why would they want a Manchester guy to come in? They wouldn't do that. And they're winning trophies. They don't need controversy right now. It's more like we might need a Liverpool player. You know what I'm trying to say? They're not going to need someone like that. 100%. Setting him up to fail, hitting no on the head. It's crazy, bro. I feel sorry for Amrin. We need a mass walkover after 10 minutes of all games. They still wouldn't do nothing, Frank. Even if we emptied out Old Trafford, there'll still be so much people that's never been there, going on holiday, that want to watch it, that are going to go in. Even if we all sat there, everyone on YouTube said, listen, we're not going to go Old Trafford, we're going to leave it. It still happened. I hit the likes up, my peoples, man. How's the likes still this meaty, man? Hit up the likes, my people. You know we're doing this for you every day, man. Hit the likes up and subscribe if you haven't, man. This is nothing new. Every day we're here with all the Man United news, man. Bro, Glazers never gave fuck. Never. And he never will. Stay calm. You're not in the Champions League. No need to panic about transfer. We shall get the deals done in August. Bro, it's scary, bro. When we're sitting down and we're talking we're talking and chasing the geezer for 6 weeks, and we're not even getting any closer than we was. It's scary, brother. Trust me. You can't stay calm about that, bro. I was calm. When I saw Mbeumo replacement, I'm like, yeah, man, that's calm. Bro, this is loose, brother. Loose. We need a mass walkout after ball. I just saw that. Horse. Every ball against Essex. See the Glazers? I don't like talking about them because you see the Glazers, bro. They're never gonna go. So when it comes to the Glazers, I don't like talking about them because they've never put money in and they're never gonna put money in. It's simple as that. Big up Mitch, missed the show today as was at work at the Gala Stadium. Hopefully catch it tomorrow. No problem, my brother, man. When you get a chance, whatever. And you know what, guys? What I might start doing for you lot as well, yeah, is obviously I do 2 or 3 shows, but if I don't do the third one at night, I'll just do a 10-minute video and summarize it all up and post it. 10-minute video, quickly. So every night, if you miss the shows, I know the lives, if you miss it, for you to come back and watch a live, it's been like an hour and a half. It might be a bit long. So I might just summarize it all up in like 10 to 12 minutes every night. And then bam, you could just watch it as a normal video, not no live. Do you get it? That's what I might start doing for you lot. So you just get everything in one. So even if you missed all the live for the whole day, just come before you sleep, you can just see, oh, look, bang, 10 o'clock, 12 minutes, summarize all the news about United. We'll never get back to the top while the Glazers still on us. But it's peak, man. It's peak. We'll get another transfer bid. Let me just summarize what's just happened anyway. So basically, Ornstein came out today and just said the gap between Man United and Brentford, the valuation is still considerable big. It's still massive, bro. It's still several millions. We're standing strong. They're standing strong. There's been no significant developments over the past couple of weeks. So I don't know what we've been doing. And then the middle bit just says that they're still talking about that 70 million Tottenham bid. They want 70 million, which is crazy because they never even bid, as you can see. And then it says, Man United are being patient in the hope that Brentford ease on their valuation, given Brian Mbeumo has said he wants to move to Old Trafford. And Mbeumo's move at Brentford training has now become a potential factor in the negotiations. Why is his mood? What, is he meant to come there and be just sitting down? Like, they're looking at the silliest things and saying, yep, negotiations, look, he's happy. But yeah, cool. So that's what came out earlier. And then he spoke about Garnacho and he said, with Madueke leaving for Arsenal, Chelsea are open to the idea of adding another wide player attacker to the ranks. They have held an interest in Alejandro Garnacho since January, and Man United are looking to sell the 21-year-old this summer. Obviously, what's his name? Morgan Rogers is linked with him as well. But bro, Morgan Rogers is going to be about 80, 90 million. If they want 60 million for Watkins, what the fuck are they going to want for Morgan Rogers? They're going to want 80 million or something. So I can't see him going there anyway. So we'll see. But that's just nice to see that he's actually being linked to players, to clubs now, Garnacho. And that's from Ornstein. And then we had this yesterday about Garnacho from Graham Bailey saying that Chelsea are still in for him. And then Laurie Whitwell said the same thing. Laurie Whitwell solidified. I just played you the video of Laurie Whitwell. If you ain't seen it, you can go back on this live to the beginning and you'll see he spoke about our things and that. Basically, our players that are going to go, blah, blah, blah. We've got this link with Ekitike. I don't even think it's true. Frankfurt have obviously rejected a bid from Newcastle, and then all of a sudden, as usual, they're talking about Man United. Yeah, we're linked with it. We're going to hijack it, blah, blah, blah. They've put a 70 million bid, but we're going to somehow hijack it. It's just crazy when you look at it, but this is what's going on. This is what they're saying about it. So, boy, we'll see what happens with this. But like I'm saying to you, I think it's bullshit. So don't get too happy about it. Don't think, yeah, it's going to happen. I think it's absolutely crap. They're just making it up. So that's the situation with that. What else is next? Laurie Whitwell obviously came out himself and just said this about Mbeumo. He basically just said, I've checked in again. And it's just a standoff, basically, bruv. That's all that's going off. It's a standoff. We're going to see what happens. Blah, blah, blah. It's pretty awkward if Mbeumo doesn't come on tour with us because we've been chasing him for so long. Amran said that he wants him. How can we not get him? So he thinks that we're going to get him. So I don't know, bro. Like, it is a weird one, isn't it? But Fabrizio, remember, let me tell you something. Fabrizio hasn't come out today, though, and said anything. And that's where a lot of people wait to see. So he might do one of these videos at night where he says something completely different. But the last of Fabrizio was him coming out and saying, Brentford are showing initial interest in Amari Hutchinson. That was the last time Fabrizio spoke about this Mbeumo stuff. So he was showing that they're getting a replacement for Mbeumo. He didn't say Hutchinson. He said directly possible replacement for Mbeumo. So he already knew. That's the last he said. He ain't said nothing else. And then we had the freedom fighter. And obviously, it's saying that Man United is going to pay the severance fee now. This fee that basically that they had to... we owe him because of his contract, innit? This is like with every player. You sign him for 5 years. If you sell them on a 4th year, you still got a whole year's worth of wages. Sometimes they take it, sometimes they don't. Some players will say, "Nah, it's cool, don't worry about it. I want to go." Some players will say, "Nah, I want my money." They want to be dickheads. Harry Maguire done it when we tried to sell him to West Ham. Maguire done it then. Now he's doing it. He's saying, "Brother, I want my money or I'm not going." So we're stuck with basically the freedom fighter for now. It's saying that they've got an agreement there. So he's agreed wages, which will be the biggest thing ever if he agrees wages. And they're going to offer 15 million. But then Sky Sports is saying that Juventus are either going to go one or each, Conceição or Sancho. And they want Conceição. So I don't know what's going to happen, bro. There's so much inflicting reports, bro. One person says one thing, one person says another thing. We don't actually know what's actually going on. It's so mad right now. So that's the situation with the freedom fighter. Hopefully he gets his freedom. We get our freedom from him. And they're cool at that. We have the goalkeeper situation. Obviously, Lamens, he's literally prevented the most goals than anybody. And he's made the most saves in the world. This is what we were saying about Gyokeres. Gyokeres scored the most goals. He's basically the Gyokeres of goalkeepers at the moment. And yeah, he's for sale, basically. Leeds are interested. Sunderland are interested. He's only going to be 20 million euros. We've been linked to him for a minute, but I can't see how we get him if Onana doesn't go. And Onana's injured, so he's not going. And then it obviously tells us if Bayern goes, we're going to get John Victor, a guy that I've been telling you lot for ages that we're more or less likely to get. So yeah, Bayern hopefully goes. The worst thing that can happen today now is Bayern says he's staying. We really got Højlund basically staying. If Bayern comes out and says he's staying, then we're just finished. It's like, forget about it. That's the keeper situation. Then we've got obviously Luis Diaz. Bayern Munich have made a bid for him, but obviously Barca are still keen as well. As you can see from this, Deco is sporting director of Barcelona. So that's the way we got Jason Wilcox. That's what Deco is for Barca. And he is crazy about Luis Diaz. They said that today. And look at the bottom, 15:23, which is 3 o'clock today. Fabrizio said it. So obviously, they still want Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz is saying he wants to leave. That's from Plettenberg says. If you read the middle article, it says, as exclusively revealed, Luis Diaz has made it clear to Liverpool in recent days that he wants to leave. So I don't know what's going to happen. It's all up and down at the moment. Fabrizio said, bro, they still haven't decided 2 days ago. So they still haven't decided who they want, if they want Rashford or not. And then Plettenberg said they only want a loan for Rashford. So they're not even keen on Rashford like that. They want Luis Diaz, but Liverpool keep saying he's not for sale, but Luis Diaz is saying he wants to leave. So they keep testing the waters. So they rather sit down and keep testing the waters for someone that's not for sale than go for Rashford. So it's not looking convincing, bro. That's all I'm going to say, man. It's not looking convincing. Let me get a few of these. Great idea, Mitch. Would love that. The 10-minute videos, yeah? Yeah, like I said, guys, I might start doing 10-minute videos at the end of the day. So if you miss any of the lives, instead of having to come back and watch the whole thing, etc., at the end of every night, I might just do a 10-minute video and wrap up everything in one. And you just come and watch it, bam. You understand? So every night, you just know you've got 10-minute videos. If you miss... because I'm on 3 times a day. So certain things I'll do in the early one you've missed or whatever. And Mbeumo might get Mbeumo deal done. Man United at the pace, won't panic buy. Bro, I don't know what we're doing, bro. We're sitting around for 6 weeks. This transfer smoke screen now. He's the smoke screen though. It's got to be a player. Same here, you know, Max. Same here. I thought we was going to go mad. From Kampala, why man not my midfielder? Trust me, I'll be happy to stay with players and overpaying for players. I'm with you. I don't want to overpay, but at least go change the direction though. Don't just sit around for 6 weeks looking at the same players. That's what I'm saying. Oh yeah, we had this as well. The, here we go money. We got this Maxi Oyedele from Lego Warsaw. That's some more. Here we go. Remember we got what's his name? Alanga the other day. That's 20. What's that? There's 13.6 million from both of them. And then we got like a 2.5 million for Maxi. And then we got 5 million for Sancho. So we've got a bit of money there. So the Mbeumo deal, saying we ain't got money, we've got money. It's just a principles thing. Because we made about 20 million. So we've got the money there. And then obviously it just talks about when we bought Højlund, they didn't think that we'd be able to go for another striker, blah, blah, blah. So I don't know about that. Obviously, we went for Xerxes the season after. So I don't know why they're telling us that. And Cuckoo, he's been linked with us a few times. And we just told him, yo, brother, we are not interested in you. Chelsea's claiming it. They're putting it out there, but we're not interested. So just know that. And then Sesko, obviously, he's the last striker left. So there's going to be bare rumours about it. So we're just letting us know, be ready for that. Only for new target costs around 40, 50. Yeah, exactly. And he was actually scoring goals and he cost 40, 50. That would make sense. So I don't know who we'll go for because price of bargains, 46-point thing max. Who's that? Watkins, yeah? Lemons and John Victor. Yeah, them two is a big upgrade on what we got already. Bro, totally tired with this, man. I'm just getting sick of it. Bro, it's crazy. Sorry to say, Man United may finish below. Oh, it's mad. I don't think we'll finish on the 15th, man. But I understand though why you're tired. I'm tired, bro. I don't want to be reporting this, bro. I'm waking up and saying, blood, let me come and chat to you lot about this. And I'm like, I'm pissed off because I was given hope. I looked at the replacement thing yesterday when Fabrizio put, yeah, they're looking at replacement. I'm like, yes, it's going to happen. And then we woke up and we're far apart. Crazy. Why am I United not buying new forward? Fuck knows, man. We're still waiting. We still got to sell players. Reckon 2 players we signed by the second preseason game, yeah? Okay, they may be wary of Rashford attitude. No one ain't buying Rashford. Oh, Barcelona is saying, yeah, maybe so. But they want Diaz. They want Diaz anyway. My man is crazy about Diaz, as you can see. So I don't even think it's a Rashford. Rashford is just a backup. We know he's there. We know he wants us. We'll give him as backup. But they want Diaz. That's their thing. We get another players match. I hope we are, man. Sell on payments are there. 3 players. Yeah, we got this. That's literally it. It's the sell on payments. That's all we're getting is these. Where is it? The middle article here, which is Carreras, Elanga, and then we got my man here, this Maxi Oyedele, which is only like 40%. So it's like 2.something million. So we've got money. And then we've got the 5 million that Chelsea gave us for Sancho. So we've got about 20 million there. So the Mbeumo stuff is not no worry about money. It's literally just about, it's some ego thing. They don't want to pay a price. They don't want to pay a price. It's crazy. Cunha has to do a madness next season. Has to. But yeah, man, no problem, my people, man. That's more or less all of it wrapped up, man. Like I said to you, I would rather Mateta or Watkins be our striker, but it don't even seem like we're close to strikers yet. We need some sales. We'll see what happens with Mbeumo. Hopefully we get some update. Fabrizio might come out and just debunk everything Ornstein said and said, blood, they're looking at a replacement, so something is going on. You get it? We don't know, man. So we'll see what happens, man. 100%. I'm with you, Harvey, man. So yeah, man, if any news comes out later, I'll be back on 100%. If not, like I said, I might do a 10-minute video, wrap everything up with whatever comes out from now till 10 o'clock as well. So I got you lot, man. Don't watch nothing, man. Make sure you lot all hit the likes on the way out and make sure you subscribe if you haven't. We do this every day. In a bit, my peoples. Love.
Got some celebs, pull up local. You know we up next, pull up mofos. They don't be there on repeat, they're like, oh no. Where's the mix it out, let's take a photo now. For now, I'm local. For now, preserve the beat, I'm more